Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Sunday, August 23rd, 2020, and we have a lot of big news to cover with the second stimulus check, second stimulus package, as well as other news updates. In today's video, we're first going to go over how yesterday on Saturday, the US House of Representatives passed a new bill with a 257 to 150 vote. We're going to go over exactly what is in this bill and what it means for our next round of stimulus checks. Then we're going to get into how White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows returned to the US Capitol on Saturday for a surprise visit to the Democrats and Nancy Pelosi. We're going to go over exactly what he said with her and how this is the first time they have been meeting in a couple of weeks. And finally, we're going to go over what this new bill called the Delivering for America Act means for the next round of stimulus moving forward. What's going to happen when it gets sent to the Senate and to the House and everything else after this. But before we get started, it would really mean a lot if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel so you could stay up to date on the second stimulus check, second stimulus package, as well as other news updates. It currently says that 70% of you watching this are not subscribed to my channel, so if you want to stay up to date and get notified when new videos come out, then please be sure to subscribe. Also, don't forget, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Let me know in the comments which 2 free stocks you receive and if you get $1,400 in free stocks. Also, you can get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. So on Saturday, the U.S. House of Representatives passed legislation that bans recent changes to the U.S. Postal Service that could affect up to 80 million Americans' ability to vote by mail during the November presidential election, and it also provides $25 billion in additional funding for the USPS. The bill passed with a 257 to 150 vote, largely along party lines, with Democrats supporting it, and it is titled the Delivering for America Act. It also ensures that the Postal Service would not be able to implement any operational changes until January of 2021 after the November election has completed. Originally, the $25 billion in funding that was passed in this bill for the USPS was included in a larger stimulus package, but negotiations between House Democrats and Republicans broke down before Congress adjourned on August 7th. In a Saturday press conference, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said she wasn't in favor of splitting up the Democratic-backed HEROES Act virus relief package originally, but that the USPS situation was an emergency, and that the bill passed includes additional policy for the USPS that wasn't originally found in the HEROES Act. In addition, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also came out yesterday for the first time in a while, and he accused House Democrats of ignoring urgent needs of Americans and passing legislation that includes $25 billion to boost the US Postal Service, calling it a piecemeal postal bill. He says it doesn't address all of the issues that need to be addressed right now with the virus, which includes direct support for Americans. He tweeted that Speaker Nancy Pelosi and House Democrats have spent weeks ignoring the urgent needs of American workers and families, but they rushed back to Washington the instant the overblown conspiracy theories about the US Postal Service convinced them that their own jobs might be in jeopardy because of the elections. He's saying the only reason they came back and passed this money for the Postal Service is because they're worried about getting reelected in the fall. So they're saying that is the only reason they came back, because in reality, the main thing they should be focused on right now is direct stimulus payments and unemployment benefits. So though the bill isn't likely to make it through the Republican-led Senate and the White House, which has already threatened to veto it, this bill could restart negotiations on other smaller stimulus bills, which may include a direct stimulus check, which I'll go into later. Next up is White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows returned to the U.S. Capitol in Washington on Saturday for a surprise visit to Democrats in a bid to pressure them into accepting a slimmed-down economic stimulus bill after weeks of deadlock. Meadows and his entourage went to Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's office in an impromptu attempt to meet about the stimulus impasse, and was told when he got there that she was in a meeting. This is the first time that he has reached out to her directly and tried to have a sit-down meeting with her in weeks. Meadows told reporters that small business funding and other economic provisions should be added to the bill bill, the Postal Office bill, and said that he met with rank and file Democratic and Republican lawmakers to talk about possible paths moving forward to a compromise. He told reporters that if Pelosi wants to strike a deal and actually wants a bill to get passed, she will have to include direct stimulus measures, but that the president is willing to do that. But at the same time, he explains that the deal needs to be based on real numbers and real issues that are urgent in terms of their need to be addressed, and not based on a partisan wish list. Meadow goes on to say that he would call the speaker later about resuming negotiations, and he's optimistic a deal could be reached on Postal Service funding, direct stimulus checks for Americans, expanded unemployment benefits, small business aid, and aid for schools. He explains how those issues are not as divisive as one might think right now. But he did add that Democrats will have to drop demands for state and local aid, which currently totals nearly $1 trillion. Because he says that figure isn't based on any real numbers, and that is simply what the Democrats want to bail out states, but that is not what they need. Moving forward, the Delivering for America Act now moves on to the Republican-led Senate. It currently passed the House yesterday. Now it's going to go on to the Senate. However, it is not expected to pass. On Friday, the White House released a statement of administrative policy that said the administration strongly opposes the passage of this bill, and that if it were presented to Donald Trump the way it is without direct stimulus measures, his advisors would recommend that he veto the bill. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told Louisville Courier-Journal on Tuesday that the Senate is unlikely to pass the bill if it only includes money for the USPS. So currently the Senate and the White House are on the same page, and they're saying without direct stimulus measures, they're not going to pass any bill right now. So instead, Senate Republicans plan to respond by introducing the skinny stimulus package that would include $10 billion for the USPS, $300 per week in unemployment benefits, and also could possibly include other $1,200 direct stimulus checks. So right now, what's going to happen is the bill's going to be sent off. Most likely, Senate Republicans are not going to pass it, and they're going to respond with a bill with direct stimulus measures. Anyways, that is just a quick update on what is going on with the second stimulus check and second stimulus package. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.